Can I beat the contract DLC without dying? The answer is no. But perhaps in doing these missions, I can show you some tips that I do that can help you maybe do the contract DLC without dying. And that's going to be this video for today because THANKMAS is in full swing. The THANKMAS charity event is going down, and this is an excuse to do a THANKMAS video as well as play some GTA. It's been a minute. We've already actually hit our goal thanks to people like Graphic and Gammo in our community. So we've actually already broke $105 raised for charity so far, but this event runs through the end of the year. So I was going to say New Year's, but basically at the end of the year, same thing. And if you want to create your own account because you're a creator that wants to get involved in doing a charity event like that, then so be it, you can. So with that being said, getting into this, I like to go High Society Leak into Nightlife into South Central. I just hate the finale of High Society Leak, and I don't like the yacht mission in the Nightlife Leak. But what I will say, the one thing that I'm going to talk about with these tips is not any vehicles you have to get. It's just going to be for the missions themselves. But if you can get an armored vehicle like the free Duke of Death on Warstock, if you're a newer player, I would recommend that. I'm going to be using things like the Vigilante and the Deluxo, but those aren't, in my opinion, requirements to get through this without dying. But if one of the first simple tips I can talk to you about is when you're doing the first High Society Leak mission, okay? Sorry, Franklin. I don't usually like muting Franklin. Franklin's the homie, Franklin's the boy. That feels like a cardinal sin. But for the sake of making a video that's, because it might take me like, who knows how long to get through these missions, but the video is obviously going to be shorter. All right, so here we are. Now, personally, I don't care about security anymore. I used to, and then I realized there's no consequence. Like certain missions where if you don't evade security, they'll spawn NPCs. This is not one of them. They'll just know that you're coming inside, and I don't really care. I got the new, well, it's not new anymore, but the carbon rifle, I finally found another police spot where I could pick up another one. So that gun's fantastic. So I'm good to go. Daddy? Oh, no, not daddy. Okay, so for this next bit, when you're going after the limousine, the one way you can cut time, not only survive, but it's more like a speed run tips, not so much do it without dying tips. I should probably clarify. I will die, and it will be painful. But for, I guess, speed running purposes, because especially with Kyle getting nerfed over and over and over, the contract is now one of the more stable ways to make money, but not necessarily quickly. The limousine, when it spawns in certain areas, it will spawn in the same 3 areas, or 3 locations within an area. And depending on which one that we're going to, I'll just quickly fly over the 3 locations when we get there. I'm going to deviate really quick because some people are visual learners. There's this main building over here near the Los Santos Customs, this big old giant, I say it's like a yellowish looking building. Let me drop down here real quick so I can just show you. Sometimes the limousine, if it's over in this area when you're playing, because it's RNG, it will spawn in here. It'll be like right here. So in case you are in a flying vehicle and you keep circling and you're like, where is it? It can be inside here. So you gotta go, make sure you check down in this area. This year for THANKMAS, we are once again teaming up with World Central Kitchen to provide food for people in need. Every $3 is a meal, the method and the way they work. They can feed one person for a whole meal off of $3, and it's very useful. It's very helpful for everyone that can get involved, and it's much appreciated. Now for this is the fun part. There's the limousine, right? So when you first do the... It's not... There we go. When you first do this mission, you might be thinking you have to not only search for the limousine, but follow the limousine. No, you can just straight up kill the person immediately, and then since my agency is like right up the street, this ends up being pretty quick. It's just boom,
okay, you
see them.
Looks like it's down a passenger since I got...
I don't have to follow them. You just kill them, grab the thing, and then you're on your way, and that's the first mission done. Now, this is the part that I'm going to give a little bit of advice on. NPCs can be very annoying to deal with in this game, especially car chase ones where they just rubber band and always speed to your location ASAP. So, about this location at least, when you spawn in and they come flying down the street, my Deluxo ought to body block that first car anyways, but if it doesn't, it's fine. It didn't. Okay, that's fine. It just went right through my Deluxo. One of the things I like to do is ignore all these guys, go right here, and then speed down here and jump this ramp. Usually, you would jump that ramp and you could just be gone, and so since they follow pathing, it takes them a while to catch up, and if your agency is close, you'd probably be halfway to there before they even spawn another round of NPCs to try and run you down, and then that's the end of the mission. Just get back to your agency. Okay, so before you get to the mansion, this is what I would recommend. If you have something like a Vigilante or some sort of like armored ground vehicle like the armored Kuruma, the Duke of Death, etc., stop before you get to the gate. You can call your mechanic and spawn that in now. And hopefully they'll spawn it in pretty close, because when the fighting starts, it's going to be nice to be able to go grab it. As many people have probably told you if you play this game enough, or if you watch other GTA YouTubers like, say, TGG and all kinds of, people that give this information really well, you want to get up on the roof before this all starts going down. Now, a lot of people can stay here. Personally, my new favorite place is to go here on the roof, and because you have cover from all angles, so you're really only poking out when you want to. One thing I'll say for this one is, personally, I wouldn't start by blowing up vehicles. It's a good way to start getting the intimidation bar up, but leaving vehicles open, I feel makes it a bit easy later to get the bar when, I don't know, it feels like it gets hard to get the bar up if you blow up all the stuff first and only gets halfway. Because some of the spawns for some of these enemies, where they're taking cover and stuff, can be hard to hit. And so just having the cars and stuff to blow up later feels nice. GG's. What do you mean, y'all better hunker down? I'm here by myself, ain't I? Alright, so once the bar is like 2/3 to 3/4 up, then I'd say start blowing stuff up. Yeah, so once you hear that about prepping a helicopter, that's when I would say, now you go and retrieve your vehicle. So whether it's a Vigilante, Duke of Death, something armored, whatever. Now you want to go outside the gate first, so that way you're just already in it, because we all know what's coming next. Make sure you shoot the things to open the gates though, so if you still need things to kill or blow up, you can actually shoot inside of it. So one of the reasons I say get an armored vehicle for this is because, again, NPCs can be annoying, and so when they spawn the vehicles after you that just ram at you at high speeds, while you're trying to shoot a helicopter with a micro, SMG, it can be a bit annoying. However, if you happen to have the Vigilante specifically, this thing can lock on to the helicopter at a certain distance, and then you just shoot it down with missiles. Takes about 2 missiles. Yeah, so the helicopter crashes near Fort Zancudo, as a matter of fact. It's scripted, so it won't crash beforehand, and if you get too far ahead of it, they'll give you the warning you're getting away from it. But if you're on this bridge, as you recall, there is a ramp that you can use to get down there, and that's what we're about to do. I didn't say you could speak. Don't talk.
Alright, look, if you got the phone, get the fuck out of here.
Now, it's not always visible, but over there, like towards the ocean, but along the shore here, usually they'll spawn like a jet-assisted takeoff vehicle or a Sea Sparrow for a quick getaway. It's not there right now, or maybe it is, it's over there in the distance, but if you don't have an armored vehicle or the Vigilante or something and you need a quick getaway, that's an option. And it's so much better of an option too if it's the jet-assisted one, where you just kind of take off in the air and then you don't have to deal with any of the traffic that I'm about to have to deal with right now. I'm blind firing it. I'm gonna do the thing where I remind you that THANKMAS is ongoing, because I'm, like, for charity, I will sell out. I do not care. You don't have to donate to my link either. If you want to make your own campaign, you want to donate to someone else's link, you want to donate to Jacksepticeye's link, it's totally fine. So, for Nightlife, the Security League Part 1, where you're going to the nightclub, I would recommend, again, the armored vehicle if you have one, or a flying vehicle if you have one too. And again, it's just for escaping NPC cars. Those are, in my opinion, the most annoying enemy to have to deal with in this game. So, we'll be right back after these messages. But Game Master challenges are fun too. Like, yeah, this one's for THANKMAS specifically, but in general, it's always fun to kind of like, even with games that already exist, try and find like a new challenge or a challenge I hadn't done yet and just see if I can do it. Also, whatever vehicle you bring, park it like right outside the entrance and exit when you park it, so you can jump into it immediately in case you don't have an armored vehicle and like the NPCs come guns blazing suddenly out of nowhere on you. That can be a helpful way to at least be able to get in your car quickly and peel out. Now, my carbine does not have a silencer on it because I'm not here for being silent. I'm here to kill everybody. Dead, dead, dead. Bop, bop. Huh? Hello? Game? Okay. So maybe that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't like doing GTA challenges that are like, can I do this without dying? No, because the game will be broken. The game will be broken and I'll die to something like that. Now, I didn't die there, but I swear there's been times where I've tried to go through something without dying and then that will happen. Or there'll be like an invisible shotgun enemy. That's happened to me so many times actually, where there's just a guy with a shotgun, he's invisible and he just taps me and I'm like, alright. And I don't mean like he's not on radar, I mean like he doesn't exist, he's a ghost. Someone's ghost that I ticked off in another life got a shotgun license and just took me out. So this is what I mean. Here come the NPCs. They're in cars. They're gonna be coming fast. I can peel out, especially if you have a flying vehicle. It makes it hard for them to aimbot and kill me that way, but so there's one of two places it's gonna tell you to go look for this boat. I'll show you both locations really quick so you get, in case you're a visual learner, so you want to see this. There's this first location, which is near a helicopter pad. They're both down by the docks, so they're both just across from each other. But if it's this one over here, which is not this time, but this one that looks like this, has the helicopter pad right there, the yacht will be spawning past the airport. So from here, just fly past the airport. You can skip going to the boat and just go to the airport and fly off from the furthest corner. Like if you have a hangar, like Lucy for example has the hangar that's down here, like fly from that corner straight out and you'll see the yacht in the distance eventually. For this location, where I say it's near this like Pizza Hut looking building, because it's like the red building with a triangle shape on the roof, this one is out past the pier, so where the Ferris wheel and the docks is down by the beach. If you go there and you fly straight out, the yacht will come up on towards your right, and you can just go straight after it. Now, because there's anti-air, if you're playing a flying vehicle, you might want to ground it and park it somewhere instead and go by water, but because of movie magic and video making, we're going to skip that long distance trip, and I'm just going to be right back when we're on the yacht. I don't even try and stealth this anymore, because I've had way one too many times of trying to stealth this and it was just stupid, so I don't even try anymore. We're going loud, we're going in guns blazing. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the part where we come out and have to be chased by the buzzards with like perfect aim. Where like I'm already getting lit up. Now, I don't know if I can make it back to shore without dying. That's the problem. Well, that's part of where I parked my car where I parked it, because how are you shooting sideways? Like, that's my problem with some of this. They're just shooting sideways. You're shooting straight, because I'm straight in front of you. That's fair, but you're shooting sideways. Your main guns are shooting sideways. That makes no sense. That went surprisingly well. It usually doesn't go that well. So it's this right here. Usually what you used to do is you'd pull up, and it would park you in the garage. It doesn't do that anymore. Now when I pull up, it stops like... and it does this, and it leaves the car outside, and now I'm just on foot. It's weird. Working on it. Working on it. Okay, so at this part, when he gets in the elevator, there's a dude that's gonna come down this hallway. So instead of going to the elevator, go past the elevator so you can take cover over here, and this dude will come out this hallway, and then boom, there you go. That way when you go to interact with the elevator, you're not just stuck in an animation getting lit up by homeboy ninja over there that decided to just wait. Which tactically was smart, but still, it's like, you might just get killed right there. One thing I guess to note right here is there are stairs. You don't have to go through this door. If there's an enemy that's like lighting you up and you're having a hard time finding him, stairs that'll lead you to the bottom floor. It can kind of be hard to see because how dark it is, but there is a dude at the bottom of the stairs over here that can be really... he's off in the corner just being weird. For some reason, if you leave via the music locker, there'll be no enemies, and you can kind of just leave. Now you have to run back around to where your car is, but if NPCs, again, are the bane of your existence when doing these missions, that can be a way to make sure that they're just not a problem. There's a security guard, he didn't even look my way, even though I'm having, you know, an assault rifle in my hands as I walk. The car, because it didn't spawn in the garage, is right there. And usually the NPCs would be like right there. They'd be in like armored vehicles too, and it can be annoying. That's one way, apparently, to circumvent that, though, is to just exit via the music locker. And just go retrieve your car and go home. It's also why I'm wearing green and black instead of red and black, because I was going to help you working with Franklin and the families. What? What are we possibly stuck on? Like... what is this game, and why is it so broken sometimes? Lester. If you play the story mode, this is Lester's, like, cover shop. And this is a good way to get down towards the viaduct and get on the train tracks and stuff. Pathing basically that the NPCs get a little confused about finding you. But also, if you really need to, you can drop down, you know, get into the tunnel that's way over there. And just lose the police and the bikers, period. So for this one, don't spawn a personal vehicle. Go meet Vernon and, like, just steal a car off the street or something. Wow, okay. Thanks. Void. How come the Void comes for me? Like, there's other people that want to go to the Void. Go away, Void. Really? If you're driving around the city and things are just disappearing, maybe that's a sign to go back to bed, you know. So here's why I said not to spawn a personal vehicle. but you're gonna want an armored vehicle too. So when you're going down towards Davis, for this example, sometimes it's Grove Street. Once you get to like the Mega Mall, I would say stop. Good job. Good job. Stop about here, call the mechanic, and spawn that vehicle in. You're gonna want that vehicle ready ASAP. And the reason I always talk about like the armored Kuruma or the Duke of Death is because the game likes letting you spawn those. That's why. There's certain weaponized vehicles that you sometimes can't spawn, so consistently it won't be there. But if you do this way, then usually like the Kuruma is something, or the Duke of Death, that the game will always be like, yeah, you can spawn that one, that's okay. Yeah, about that. Sorry, Vernon. I just hit Vernon with his own car. Literally use his car to drive back out to, yeah, here we go already. Here we go already. Hold on. Never mind. This might be it. This might be it. These stupid suckers, you love to rubber band. I couldn't jump in my car fast enough. We're in trouble because they got the aimbot. You know how they work. And they always catch up and stuff. Yeah. It's a problem with this game, and I hate it. Oh, they got tripped up. They got tripped up. McQueen blew a tire. I have a second. I have a split second. Go, 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 go. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Yay! Yay! See how stupid the NPCs are in cars? I hate it with a passion. I hate it so much. And they always, even when you kill them, they'll find a way to speed up and get like right in your face. I was like, no. Don't do that. We almost died right there, and that's why like Niani doesn't like this mission, for example, and I don't blame her. But once you're in your like basically bunker on wheels of armor, you might have a lot better chance of surviving. So it makes it a lot just doable to just come over here, start sweeping people even, and then you just follow Vernon. Sometimes his pathfinding will be, he'll be confused. So just back away from the area a bit and come back, and he might reset himself. That usually is what can help if that happens, especially in Grove Street. Now, despite spawning in front of the armored vehicle, if you have your own vehicle, it usually spawns and you can get in it. Huh? The mall disappeared. Oh. So it's automatically going to spawn you here, but you can quickly run back to your vehicle, which is what I'm about to do. The armored vehicle just makes it so easy to sweep stuff. And then already being in a car... Why did it spawn me way down here? Okay, that's the game's breaking again. Being in a car already makes you be able to kind of chase this dude down pretty quick without it gets too far away. When you go to retrieve Dre's car, all you have to do is drive it even just a little bit. So I'm talking like, drive it, we've technically collected it, we have the deliver prompt, it's up. You can just park it already and just jump back in your armored vehicle or your vigilante. If you have the vigilante, it might even be better than this because you can blow up a lot of enemy vehicles that you're about to have to deal with. But even though it says collect Dre's car still, you could just drive now to Record A Studios if you know where it is. I've played this game so much, I know where on the map I need to go. But if you don't, look at the waypoint before you get out of Dre's car, and then just drive to that location, and you can get started on the next part of the mission with your armored or weaponized vehicle. Now, if it's a super weaponized vehicle like the Deluxo or something, you can't use it. But like the Minister, for example, you can use. Voila. And then we just start killing people. Yep. The inside of this is the one part of the mission that I hate the most. If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be here. But I know why, at least. There's certain parts,
Start shooting, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got you, bro. There's a part that gets me killed, and I'm gonna tell you what it is so that way you can maybe avoid it more often than I tend to. So first is the door at the end of this hall. This door, an enemy sometimes spawns in, and he's already there. So you can shoot the door open and you can kill him. He's done. He won't appear behind you now. The problem is this first hallway. See this door on the left side? Maybe you can't because it's kind of dark. So to trigger the enemies that need to spawn there, run to the light switch right here, and then run back. And now they know to start spawning, which is so annoying that they do that in this game. But you have to wait a bit, but eventually the enemies will spawn. There's like a good 2 or 3 of them that will come out of there, actually. There's one. There's another one. I believe there's a third one. But if you have explosive weapons, I'd say now would be the time to use them to clear out the interior of the studio. The compact grenade launcher is your friend. There's a door over here where enemies we can spawn out of a couple times. Stop it. There's a door over here enemies can spawn out of a couple times. There's that enemy that wasn't even on radar that just almost dropped me. Like, there's a couple enemies that are just like this, and it's so stupid, but... Rocket launchers. Indoors. Alright, and I'll see y'all in like 5 minutes when this unskippable cutscene finishes. Now, can I do this without dying? I'm not entirely sure. But again, I said at the beginning I probably wasn't going to get through this without dying at least once. Something will happen. But there's one more tip I can at least give you for this finale mission that might help you either do this mission faster or not die. With a once again reminder that it is THANKMAS time, charity event going on right now. We have our donation going. We've actually hit our goal, and I appreciate all of you for that. But we got more work to do, and we're going to try and get as much money raised for charity as we can by New Year's Eve. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the park's gone. The Void. I get to go to the Void before some other people get to go to the Void, apparently. And I'll bring back some souvenirs. Do not drive your vehicle into there. It will despawn. Park your vehicle like back here even. On this curb, right? And then just run in there on foot. And then your vehicle won't despawn. The reason why I do that is because then you can immediately like get out of here and run all the way back to your vehicle because it didn't despawn. It's still there. And the reason I'd also recommend sometimes doing this is because some of the NPCs, if you're not fast enough at killing them, will wrap around behind the little thing you're hiding in and just pop you in the head, and it can be very annoying. And this, at least you have mobility. You have a bit more of a fighting chance, perhaps. And now I'm already in my car and I can just go on my way. The airport's gone. The airport vanished, which makes it very hard for us to do our job. Oh my word. Yeah, I think they're gone. I think they're gone. Something about, you know, what's going on here, I feel like they've already escaped. There's supposed to be a gate there, but because it's just despawned, I don't gotta deal with it. Okay. And honestly, just take it slow. There is actually one more trick I can talk about in this. Let's see how this goes first, though. Now, this is in-game, so I'm gonna actually just use this bad boy. But one trick: get up on the turbine, follow it all the way up to the wing, climb up on the wing, and then you can actually go way over here, jump the railing here, and be able to go all the way around this way. And you don't actually have to bother with some of all that stuff. You can if you want to, and I'd recommend it so you have no ninja enemies suddenly spawning and killing you out of nowhere. That is there's a staircase right here to get down. You can just kind of go around that way if you don't want to go around that way, which is going to have problems. Problems that I'm ready to deal with, so I'll do it, but yeah, nah, y'all, nah. The freaking car spawning out the thing. So there's a car that spawns out this thing, and it'll run up on you with 4 people, and that makes it so much easier to deal with them if you just, not only know that that's coming, but have a weapon that can deal with cars pretty fast and easily. Well, you shouldn't have wanted this. Well, that's it. There you go. We did it without dying. That's actually, I'm happy about that, because we didn't do the last dose one without dying, so that's, fortunate. But there you go. There's some, maybe, again, you might still have some difficulty, but maybe there's a few tips in there that you can use to hopefully help it make it easier for you to grind the contract DLC. So that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. THANKMAS is a swing, so again, if you want to donate, not to even my own, your own campaign, someone else's campaign, Jacksepticeye's campaign itself, that would be very much appreciated. It's for charity, it's a charity event, World Central Kitchen. Thank you so much for watching this video, though. I'm going to let this play out a little bit, but I don't know which video will be next, so we're just going to have to wait and see. So till this time, take care, and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching, and don't mess with Dre. Don't mess with Dre.
Golf does put me in a better mood.
I'll race you to the chopper. I'll race you to the chopper. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. There it is. And we did it without dying, so we beat a Game Masters challenge as well. Bye-bye.